Hey everybody, how's it going? We're back, and Nick's here. He's
Yay.
alive.
How's it going?
He got unlost.
I got unlost.
I hear an echo.
You have something open?
I hear me. Where do I hear me? Oh,
It's
because
al-
of my. I always do that, don't I?
Yeah.
I always have like multiple screens open, and then I didn't realize where I had it. So yay, there we go. That's
D-man,
not
it's
weird
always
at all.
my fault.
It's
In a
always
gray shirt. You guys miss my white tees, man? You need me to go? Guess the white tee thing is becoming a thing. Like,
Hey, look, I'm actually wearing. No, this has something on it. I'm always wearing a shirt with something on it. I did buy a pack of shirts this week. Plain gray and black shirts.
oh, it's the best, man. That's all I get. Because, well, especially for work now, until I get like more work shirts and stuff. Like, I black shirts. I'm like, okay, great. A
Well, I
ton
just
of
got them
those.
to wear under flannel because I have flannels. And hey, did you know in Florida, it was, well, Central Florida, it was 42 degrees yesterday? 42 degrees.
And today was in its 50s, and it was fantastic.
Today it was in the 60s.
You had
and then
well,
it got up, I think, to 70.
You had to been freezing then.
No. I actually love cold weather, and I agree with Cody. They're very boring. They're very boring.
Don't get me wrong. I have plenty of like gaming tees and graphic tees, and like I nerd out at home. But
Yeah, that's like my entire wardrobe. If it's not video games, bands, or Chevy. I used to have a lot of comic book stuff, but it's all in
Chevy
storage in the
Nova.
garage. Ah, Bossa Nova.
At least you got it. A lot of people don't get that reference.
How do you not get that ref? How could I not get that reference?
Well,
I have the
Ninja Turtles said that in a comment when Corey Feldman was live, and he read it. Chevy Nova. He's like, Chevy Nova. I was like, whoa, bro. Damn. Corey Feldman.
I wouldn't expect him to get it.
No, that guy. He's just. Have you seen Corey? Have you seen his videos on YouTube of like his stuff when he performs never works, and like he hit his face with the mic one time?
No,
I'm rooting for you, Feldman. Get off the drugs. I'm rooting for you, bro.
I don't watch celebrities on
Neither
YouTube.
do I.
Like the only time I'll ever watch a celebrity is Chris Pratt on Instagram. That's it. That is it. It's 50 degrees in Miami for only 2 hours. Yes, it does. It does last for 2 hours. I can vouch for that. I used to live in Miami. Not anymore. Now I live in a much better place. So, with that being said, sorry that we weren't here the last 2 weeks. We were on a hiatus.
Yes. I'm glad though. I needed to break, like, because I hosted for Thanksgiving and everything. It took me a couple hours, more than 2 hours to clean up. Like,
so, well, that was going to lead into my first question. So, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was a lot of fun. It was really great. I was sad to see everybody go. I cooked the turkey. My mom brought a bunch of stuff, and
wow,
it was great. It was just a really great time, and I think I'm gonna have Christmas here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
How was yours?
Oh.
I kind of have an idea.
So, mine started with my friends. We were supposed to go to my friend's house. We started like a little tradition last year. Tried to, and they got sick, stomach flus. So out of the 4 people in the house, 3 of them got a stomach flu. So since we had just gotten back from Miami, my wife was like, I really want to get sick because I've been around so many people. I'm not feeling like, so I was like, okay, understandable. So we ended up not going anywhere. We ordered from Cracker Barrel for pickup. I went to go pick it up, 2.5 hours to get the food.
That many people had ordered, or
no? It was just a cluster. Like it started out with a lot of people, but usually they're pretty on the ball. No, they even got the food wrong at one point. They were just asking how many platters, and they just gave us 5 of a randomly made platter. And I was like, oh, okay. And we just took it home and we ate. And then after that, we went to Epcot, and we walked through Epcot and then rode the Skyliner and then went home. That was my Thanksgiving.
Well, when you have lemonades, when you have lemons, make lemonade.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's just lemon juice, and that's not the best. But yes, that was my Thanksgiving. So yeah, that happened. And Thanksgiving Day or before, your family members didn't want to didn't want to punch this year. Um, my family members are all in South Florida, and we're just not going to go into that conversation. We're going to keep today being a good day. It's a
Well,
good day.
what have you been playing? What games have you been playing the past week?
I went back to RoboCop, but
I need to get it. I'll get it. I'll be getting RoboCop. That's for sure. When I don't know, but I will be getting it.
all weekend I was playing Exo Primal, shocker, Double XP, and last weekend I was playing. I started what do you call it? Hogwarts Legacy on Switch and Super Mario RPG on Switch. So I've been trying to go between those. And since I got my analog pocket, shocker, I
Yeah, I
got
saw
one. If
that.
you guys
I
haven't
saw you
seen it,
pick that up.
I went back and started playing Golden Sun and Ninja Gaiden Shadow. Those are the ones I've been really playing a lot.
What do you
So
think of Mario RPG? I bought it and haven't played it yet.
I'm enjoying it. It feels like the original, but something's not right. Meaning, not in a bad way. It's just, I guess the graphics make it feel a little different.
Yeah, they
And
said like it's not, it loses its charm
yes,
because it's not the same kind of like pre-rendered graphics. That's why I feel
right.
as like
And everything's much brighter.
okay. That's why I feel like if they gave Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo a revamp like they did for like a Mario Wonder revamp, it wouldn't be the same.
Hmm. But so, wow, D Man already beat it. Well, hey, D Man, how's it going? We got Cody and John in here. And then we got some people who are just watching. Thank you guys so much, even if you're not chatting. Appreciate it. So, do you want to wait? We've talked about what we've been playing. We talked about our Thanksgiving. You want to go from the Thanksgiving? I there really isn't much to talk about this week, as
Yeah,
you
it's
guys can see from our
pretty.
topic. I scoured the internet for the last hour looking for topics, and then I realized I went back and looked at my videos for the last week and some change. I was like, there's really nothing to talk about this week. Otherwise, we're going like 2 weeks back.
Mhm.
And I really didn't do any news this week. Everything was a new controller and all that. And if you guys are not if you guys are tired of controllers, oh, just wait. I've got more coming in the mail.
That's a good thing though. I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think just keep making them. Just keep making
Well, I
the
got some different companies sending me some. I have Power A. We all know they haven't had anything new. The latest one that I posted today is from Surge. They sent me this. They contacted me on Instagram, sent me this one, and then I have another company that you guys will see hopefully within the coming weeks, because it's coming from two controllers coming from overseas. So we'll see. But otherwise, yeah, I don't think there's been anything big, any news, rumors about the Switch 2, but we talked about that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm kind of glancing over here and checked out the Fallout trailer. Now I know it's not very well. It's a TV series,
right.
so what next week is going to be the big week? Aren't we supposed to get one more thing from Nintendo or no?
No, I think that's it for
That's
this
it for
year.
the year.
Yeah, next week we're going to bash on the Game Awards. That's going to be fun
Uh,
next week. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. You know how much hate we've gotten over posts and stuff about the Game Awards?
I mean,
All my
maybe on
videos
your
are
end, I
50
haven't.
50.
Yeah,
50 50. I've never had videos get 50 50. Yeah, and then our last one, last podcast got some decent views afterwards, and you know, wait, yeah, no, you got some pretty decent hate on the The esports one, the athletes. That was from that podcast.
Oh yeah, I definitely got opinions from there. I was called. Should I say what I was called?
If you can, edit
Oh
it
yeah.
for.
I can say it. I mean, the fact that um, I got hate on TikTok and definitely on my YouTube Shorts. And I'm gonna look right now. Let's see here. So for Shorts, I can't believe people get so offended.
Oh, they
So
got
offended.
so butthurt.
I had
I
21
said
comments
one
on.
line. I said I agree, and people were attacking me too in his comments. I'm like,
One
I like,
person like people think they're so high intellect when they make stupid comments on the internet about stuff that
yeah,
doesn't really matter. Dude comments, "Stop calling sumo wrestlers athletes. They're not. Okay, they're not. I will run laps around because I said I'll run laps around any of these esports gamers." And then he's mocking me. He goes, "I will run laps around any one of those people that are nominated for anything that I am not anything, and I am not an athlete." And then some random person, I I said, what did I say?
can you link it? Can you
Um,
link the video for everybody to watch?
I don't know
And
if I
then
can,
they can read the.
unless I'm a moderator. But can you even put links in chat?
You can.
Yeah, because I
Do the you could do the YouTube link. That's where that guy was really going off. Let's see. When the word athlete is used for button mashing, you know that this world is doomed. That's coming from a fat man, by the way. You know what? We were talking about it, and then someone's like, "It's a mental athlete."
dude, like it's
I'm
just
like,
yeah.
is you?
There's
And
so
then I
many.
was gonna post the definition of athlete, and as I went to do it, someone beat me to it.
Somebody else beat
Yeah,
me to it. I told the one commenter, I'm like, okay, their name was Oliver or something. I'm like, okay, Oliver, does mom need to take away your phone now? Like, because
Oliver
he kept
douchebag.
spamming. Yeah, he kept spamming. There's stuff
Yeah,
that was actually auto removed. I'm trying to find here. Yes, some of it got removed.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't, or they deleted. Can you delete comments?
You can delete your own comments, but yes, there are things if it gets reported or it goes against whatever filters there are, it'll show that it's there, but you won't be able to read it.
Because okay, so on on TikTok, I got hate
I'll
too.
give you that. Cody says mental athlete is math or English questions, if anything. Okay, I'll give you stuff like that where it's like brain gymnastics. Yeah, I'll go with a mental athlete on that. Yeah,
This is the one I
definitely.
got from. This is the one that I got on TikTok. This guy goes, "Imagine looking like you and having all the audacity. Bro, soft milkmaid little dude has zero idea what it takes to excel at anything." Okay, bro. What did
Coming
I
from
say? Oh,
somebody on
I said you're a
TikTok.
real tough guy. like, what? Like, get out of here, dude. Does he have an anime picture? No, he doesn't. Like, go away. Go shoot fly. Go buzz on some other poop. Okay, go and rain on somebody else's parade.
It's funny because when people comment like that on my videos or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, this guy's channel's dead" or something like that. He's like, "Oh, no views," and then I'm like, "Oh, coming from someone that has 2 subscribers,
This
you
guy,
and your
I
mommy.
didn't even
Ooh, you sound
bother
salty.
looking.
All the flavors. I love pulling that. All the flavors, and you choose salty. Oh, more like semen flavored. What?
Oof. What did Chun say?
Oh
But
yeah, I've said some rough things just because I don't care
yeah,
anymore. I've had enough death threats and attacks that it's just like
that Elden Ring,
all
man,
because yeah, I don't like the game. I think the game's trash.
great.
Sue me, whatever. Everyone's got the right to say what they do or don't like, especially when it comes to video games. We all got our preferences. It's all right.
Johnny says,
So
"Don't these esports gamers get their heart rates up to athletic like levels?" But being like being mentally stressed out so bad that your heart rate increases, or like your intensity and like your heart rate increases, is not very healthy,
No.
right? So if you do it through physical means, that's different. That your heart rate, those are two different types of. I'm not a cardiologist. I'm not a doctor, but
Right.
it's two different types of heart rates, man. It's being stressed out and like being intense and focused, playing a video game with your heart rate going on this is actually not very healthy.
Right. Now, speaking of heart rates going up, how about them awful Black Friday sales?
Oh man. So my
Did you
buddies
go? Did you do any shopping?
with what money?
The stripper money.
Yeah. Yeah, my moonlighting career as a Chippendales dancer.
Well, that makes perfect sense now.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
So that makes total sense with the last thumbnails you did, where you had the stash.
Yeah, dude, I had it just looks so funny. I was shaving and I took a picture with the stash, and I was like, I might be able to use this for something. So
Dude, that was hilarious.
yeah.
When I saw that, I was like, that's just flipping hilarious.
Yeah. It's
So,
fun. I like to have fun. So I saw what my buddy sent me was for the GameStop sale. It was laughable. It was something like, okay,
I
here
like
it is.
Dave.
Get 5% off your entire order when you join or renew GameStop Pro. Here's the thing. GameStop Pro, get 5% off your order. That was their Black Friday sale. But you have to have you have to have the GameStop Pro.
We ended up not going to GameStop. We went to Best Buy. Every place was dead, like DED, dead. I mean, it was hilarious.
Nobody's
we
going out to the stores anymore. They don't have to.
They had nothing. I bought everything days before, and it was the same sale. My wife was buying stuff on Amazon, and we ended up going to Walmart in the morning, and it was empty. We did Target, we did Best Buy, we did um, Old Navy, like we always do. We ended up with like almost nothing, and then we ended up going to J.C. Penney, and I don't remember if we went anywhere. Barnes and Noble, everything sucked. Barnes and Noble was the worst. Barnes and
I
Noble,
don't even know why
you
you
have
would
to have
waste
the
your time.
rewards. I don't, but she likes books. So
okay, then that's okay. I like books too, but I go to thrift store for that.
But now you don't get any discounts on them. If you're part of the membership, you get extra stamps.
Ooh.
2 times and 4 times the stamps.
Mm.
What the heck? And you need like 100 stamps to get like $5 off. I'm like, stupid. This is stupid. This is Black Friday. It's stupid. And then I forget what else we did, but we ended up coming home, and then I think we ate something, and then that was it.
I picked up Mario Rabbids,
look who's in here.
Kingdom Battle Sparks of Hope.
Hey, Josie, how's it going? It's been a while.
It was low key. Yeah, no, it was great. And hi Josie, by the way. The Mario Rabbids is fantastic. It's so good. The first one, in my opinion, story, like visually, it's more Mario. The second one, you feel like you're jumping around a Disney theme park, and I don't like it. I mean, I'm almost done with the second one. I still have to finish it, and I've enjoyed it. And the battle is much more faster paced, but great games. The first one's better.
We were going to drive to Lakeland, and we decided not to. But I think the next day we ended up going. No, we went to Disney the day before that. We went to Universal one of these days too. Yeah. Hi guys, hope you're doing well. Want to return to the pod some point. Work isn't really allowing me to do much. Whenever you want, just let either of us know, and we'll send you. I'll start sending you the link. That's completely fine. I saw that you were on Spawncast this week. Spawncast is on bad times. Like I'm at the point where if there's anything on weekends, I don't get to watch anything. It comes on at the same time as AEW Collision, and I'm like, so you know me and my wrestling. My life revolves around my wife. Nah, you thought I was going to say wrestling. I'm not stupid.
good one. That was a good one.
So yeah, but you didn't buy anything, or did your friends buy anything besides that whole GameStop stuff?
My friends didn't buy anything. We were just making fun of. I mean, I'm sure they bought something. I don't know, but I just started my new job this week, and
Yes, it
so
is. I agree with John. What do you think, Nick?
I wouldn't know. I don't have a wife or girlfriend or kids, but I do have my house. Turn Spawncast
He's not
off.
wrong.
If that Dreamcast guy is on, not a fan. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're not a fan of something, then don't watch it. Don't waste your time.
True.
Entertain yourself with stuff that's going to make you happy, not anything that's going to bring you down.
Oh, what do you call it? I'm actually going to be on another podcast next week, right before our podcast.
Nice.
So, do you remember Rogue Attraction?
Yes.
Okay, so he's having a nostalgia one that he does every so often, and it's about the '90s and it's Sega Genesis versus Super Nintendo kind of thing. So he put a
Ooh.
thing on Twitter, and he was seeing who wanted to come, and I went, "I'll do it." He's like, "You're in." I was like, "All right, no problem." So I don't know who else is going to be on there, but I'll link it, and then I'll jump from here to there, from there to here. So there's a chance it might start 30 minutes later
Yeah.
next week. I'm going to try to do it right away. Just jumped, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know. It's okay, Nick. We can go to dinner. Wait, what? Wait, who's go
Because I said, I think because I said, I made myself sound sorry for myself, but I'm really not sorry for myself. But I mean, because wives, they'll make dinner sometimes. Oh no, you can't tell. Women cook in the kitchen. How dare you? Yeah, some of them do. They should be proud of it.
My wife does. What's
Yeah,
wrong with that? I grill and she cooks. She's
yeah.
much better at cooking. I can make breakfast, but when it comes to meat, the steaks, that's all
Man,
on
I
me.
love cooking either on the grill or in the kitchen.
So wait, what did Cody? Wait, what am I missing? Cody. Oh, he stopped watching Spawn Wave. See, I like Spawn Wave for his teardowns. I love those videos. Like
YouTube is
I
censoring like a
really like the teardowns, but
Dreamcast
I don't
guy.
watch his news anymore. I don't
Hmm.
watch RGT 85's news and Spawn Wave's news because I'm like, oh, I know all these things.
Yeah.
When you sit there and you're researching stuff day to day to make videos, and then like, oh, I knew that. Oh, I knew that. Sometimes I'll get their take because I like RGT when he gets spicy.
Yeah,
Oh,
watch it
like he's
after,
been
but
on
you
X
just
lately. He's been a little spicy.
I have
So
I'm a little behind on his stuff. Yep, yep.
I'm sorry, YouTube is censoring your comments. Wow, Dreamcast guys. Does anybody like him?
From what I gathered, it's like he's just kind of a negative Nancy type guy. Just off how
He
he ruins everything.
well, one thing that kind of bothers me about certain YouTubers in general, not I'm not going to name any names, but when they drama farm or negative farm, where they have to hate everything.
And
I'm
then
like,
it's
what
part
do
of their
you like?
identity. Yeah.
Right.
That's why I stopped following the Angry Joe stuff. It got really repetitive for me, and I'm like, this isn't. I think he's a great YouTuber and everything, but I was
Hmm.
just like his stuff. I'm not. I'm not. It's not. It's
Like
getting
there,
too redundant for me.
what was the fat guy's name? Bald guy who was with the chicken and the pickle and
Ball
the
guy with the
horses.
chicken and the pickle.
I he was just so cringy after a while, and he got in a fight with a quartering, and then I just stopped watching it. I was like, dude, you're just dude. Oh, what's his name? Review Tech. Review Tech
Oh,
USA.
him? Oh, hell
Yeah.
no. Nah, dude. I
Yeah,
tried
he was
watching
one
his
that I stopped
videos one time.
watching.
He reminds me of somebody who I absolutely despise. And so
Hmm.
like I definitely can't watch that guy.
Like
Um
he went a little too far for me, and I was like, oh, dude, you're like when I first started watching, it was legit stuff, and I was like, okay, cool. And then yeah, it just got to the point where I'm like, oh, there you go. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah, Rich. Yeah, I just yeah. He also had that. What did he say? Also had the drama with Boogie. I
Oh,
don't know.
dude,
I wasn't
I
watching then.
dude,
I'm not
Boogie.
sure who.
Talk about another YouTuber who just fell from grace. Boogie used to actually be fun and entertaining to watch. He's just a self-deprecating narcissist in a spiraling hole of just what he put himself into. Like, there's a documentary out um, of him. I stopped subscribing from Boogie years and years ago because it was just
Yeah.
his comment, his stuff was just awful, and the documentary is done very, very well, and you could see like how ridiculous he is.
The only person I think I watch that does any self deprecation is Camelot 331 because he'll take shots at himself. But
Yeah,
I love Camelot. He's awesome. So and one day he said he'll be on this podcast one day. I
yeah,
talked to
that's
him.
great. I
He's like
obviously
one
would
day
love to have him.
he basically said once the podcast he knows it's not going to end and it's been on for a while. I was like,
I mean,
okay,
what, we're on
CDJ.
episode 24. I think that's pretty good. You know,
Well, the good thing is about next year we've got it. I already have two guests lined up for the beginning of the year, so I don't know when, but I've already got two people who
and
are
Jack Zilla
coming on.
said he'd come back on too. So
Yeah,
I just
I
have to
wouldn't mind
schedule it.
starting a new flow where we don't have to have a new special guest every week,
Mhm.
but and then we got to get D Man on here too
Yeah, definitely.
because we told him. But like I said, after the holidays, we're going to start back up, and then we'll pick how often. I was thinking about Wicked Virtue and Jay and them will come on at almost any time. And Jay was like maybe even talking to Beardo and maybe getting him on here. I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So, but we've kind of diverged. So yeah, Black Friday sucked. This is the worst Black Friday ever. Moving on. So
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
yeah, I'm sorry guys. There's just really not much going on, but we can bash Capcom for raising their game prices. That we can do.
So what's with that, by the way?
Well, it started with Dragon's Dogma 2 that they just released the trailer for,
It's seventy
and they
dollars.
said it's $70. Yeah. So I pulled up the article and it was a pure Xbox. I don't know if you guys even care. I could pull it up again. But yeah, so after that, they announced the release date. And then they also announced that all the games are going to be, all their Capcom games for Series X and XS slash XS and PS5 are going to be $70.
Well,
So basically anything that's not cross gen now.
doesn't surprise me. Not especially since the comments when
Ooh.
from the CEO or whatever of Capcom on just a general statement that it needs to be they need to be up like at a higher price, and this came when they released Resident Evil 4 on the mobile
Right.
for $60, and it's like
Now, what did you think about I don't think we talked about it, but the guy in charge of Take Two or Rockstar, who's like GTA, games like GTA should cost as I
as
forget the
much
exact
as
term.
game per hour,
Yeah,
like a
like
dollar per
gameplay.
hour
How
or
much
game
it should be? You should be charged via gameplay. How much
yeah,
gameplay you get out of it? I'm
total
like, wait.
douchebag. I mean,
So
that's
I can
why
get hundreds and hundreds of hours. So what are you going to charge me? Hundreds and hundreds of dollars for the game? No. How about you go?
yeah, that guy would talk about a real bad take, and he got lambasted for it on the internet. But again, he makes plenty of money. He doesn't care about who people's opinions are.
Right.
He thinks that he's right regardless because people like him are absolute narcissists and they don't have a function in their brain to realize that that's who they are, what they are, and the reason why they act.
Yeah, John's right. Yeah, I agree. Eventually, remember when the games went from $50 to $60? Now we're at $70.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we're at the same prices we had during Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 era. If you guys, if some of you guys were old enough to remember, but yeah, that happened. There were Nintendo 64 games that came out at $79.99. There were Super Nintendo games that came out at $69.99. There
You know
was
which
no
ones were
MSRP.
$69.99 at the time?
Well, when I got Mortal Kombat Trilogy, it came out at $79.99, and I think it was Marvel Superheroes War of the Gems. If you go and look up any of the old ads, you could see how the cartridge games were just rather expensive.
Let's see, like
Yeah,
$9 dollar.
Nintendo, yeah, Nintendo carts did fluctuate. Sega, not as much, but they were. But I think Sega had a thing where price is going to go over a certain price point, but you're also talking about Super Nintendo games were much better in terms of quality compared to Sega. Yeah, and Game Boy games were $39.99. I remember that. But all the handheld games until the Switch were $39.99. DS games were 39. 3DS games came out at 39.
Man, I remember I was just thinking about having Mortal Kombat on Game Boy and how disappointed I was. I was like, this is terrible. And I think I actually
I,
took the game back.
I have Primal Rage on the Game Gear, and it was awesome. I still have it.
I think I might have it too. I have a whole there's ladies and gentlemen, I have a lot of gaming stuff to put on like review, and I have a super scope, I have a controller to unbox thanks to Red Bandana. I have man, I could probably unbox some of my
Dude, I got some stuff to send you, by the way.
I forgot that I have stuff to I have one thing in particular to send to you. I mean, I have things. I have a I want to show the Resident Evil tall box from PlayStation that I had gotten with the cool instruction booklet and how dated the profiles are on it. It's really entertaining. So like I just have to I you know, I just have to make the videos about unboxing the light. Yes. Yes.
I don't think he's ever going to let you live that down. And even if you have a light, then he's going to say it's too bright.
It's too
Turn it down.
bright, or he's gonna definitely make sure that he knows that I know he notices the light, and that's
Yes,
cool. I will take that interaction, and I
because
appreciate
he's a
appreciate it.
light guy, I guess. Well, I guess we're both technically light guys. Dun dun dun. Because bad jokes. Oh, alrighty then. So yeah, I'm. One thing is,
Like
people get
Spotify.
pissed when you say, "Wait, what? What happened?"
Oh, Cody just brought up Spotify. You know the reason why the
Oh,
podcast isn't on Spotify yet.
well, hey, it's only two of us.
No.
It's not like we have a whole crew. We did, but no one lives here. And I moved, and yeah, I think it was Dave that was giving me crap on one of my videos because I used my old intro with my buddy Lich in it, and
Did
he's
you have
like,
long hair? Don't you have like really long hair at
I
like
had
on a
long
quick
hair in one
cut?
of those. Yeah, yeah, and where I was sitting next to him. Yeah, so he's been up here a couple times since I recorded. No, this year, and I haven't recorded any videos with him. But who knows? He may move up here. Let's talk about him moving up here. So that would be great. Then you would see more of us, and then I won't need you anymore, Nick. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're not fired yet.
Not yet. Well, I've only been fired a couple times and then brought back on real quick.
Per episode.
Yeah, yeah.
I, I have not fired you today.
But going back to raising prices, you know, it's like what will happen is people just won't buy the game, and maybe they
Or,
might see an initial boost. They'll just wait for it to go on sale, or they'll buy it used a couple months down the line, and
yep.
just to save the $10 maybe or $15. We all know that Nintendo doesn't ever frickin' I'm just blown away. You could still go to a store and pay full price for Mario Kart and then spend more money on the
Pokken
extra.
Tournament.
Yeah. What? Which one?
Dude, Pokken Tournament is still $50.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's
Yeah.
such a greedy company, dude.
Well, the thing is, it's about IP protection for them.
Hmm.
So that's why they they see it as if the games retain value, people are more likely to buy their IPs because it's a valuable IP.
Mm-hmm.
But the games don't suck. That's the thing.
Yeah.
First party Nintendo games don't suck.
But I mean, dude, Mario Kart 8 at this point, like when it came out, when it first came out for the Wii U, I was living in Wisconsin, dude.
The
Like,
cheese state.
Like, you got to be kidding me. The game should be a bargain bin, $5 or $10.
Mario Kart,
8, yes. The
the
game's been
number
out.
one selling game on the Switch.
Ridiculous, dude.
Nintendo is way too protective over that in order to
It would never
let it
happen,
go
but I'm
bargain
saying
price.
that's what it should be.
So think about games like EA games, Activision. Yeah, Activision, Ubisoft. All within 6 months, they're bargain priced. Sony's trying to do the same thing as Nintendo and protect their IPs, but those games crash in value in a matter of months because there's no replay value to games like God of War. You beat it once, okay.
Yeah, you're done.
Horizon Forbidden West and all those other ones, there's no replay value in there. They're good for like, all right, it's good. But is it great? No. Is it Mario Wonder level? No. Is it Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild? No. Is it Metroid Dread level? No. It just isn't. And Sony's trying to portray their stuff like that. Microsoft is on the they're like, yeah, whatever. First party, sure, $70. How about you just subscribe to Game Pass and you never have to worry about it again?
Yeah.
And you know, like I was saying, and I even said in my video, there are people complaining that the games are going up in price. I'm like, do you not know we're in the worst recession of anybody who's living's life right now? This is the worst financial times ever, and you're complaining that people are saying video games are too expensive.
Well, not only that,
It blows my mind.
Well, I did a video the other day on Diablo 4 and the price tiers. You're talking about $100 for a DLC if you want everything. What? What?
Now, GameCube games are going up. Super NES has actually leveled off.
Has it?
It started leveling off, which it got to the point. I don't know if you remember a few years back when NES was on a climb and then just stopped because everybody who was buying NES pretty much got what they want. That generation, our generation, bought everything. And then NES is just kind of plateaued. Super Nintendo is now at the plateau where N64 and GameCube are just going up. So, but hey, if you want a cheap collection and you want to get a huge cheap collection, go for Xbox. Xbox One and Xbox 360. 360's starting to climb. Original Xbox is like this, but I bought on Black Friday. I did go to my local game store and they had a buy two, get two free on Xbox One games. I bought a total of 26 games. I think it was 26 games. Was it 26, 12 and then 16? No, it was 28 games. I bought 28 games. Basically, it came to equaling $2.55 a piece.
That's not bad. And obviously you'll hear me say it. I think PS4 games are going to go up in price. Now, did I buy?
Because there's no other way to play them.
Yeah, exactly. So I bought Evil Within for $10 and Titanfall 2 for $3 or $4. And games that I've already played and beaten, but I just wanted a physical of them if I wanted to go back and play.
I don't blame you. Mm-hmm. That's literally what I did with those Xbox games. But Cody, you're actually talking. I was talking to a guy who owns a game store, a friend of mine.
They bring up a very, very good point.
Have actually dropped a little bit.
Yeah.
And I started buying some because of that. He's like, they're actually on a decline right now. Nobody knows why, but they are. So start buying them. But as you do, then it's going to start going up. I think in about a year, you're going to start seeing maybe a year or two, you're going to see the prices jump drastically. But as of right now, no.
Now, I was going to buy...
Not until people buy it again. But it's like Wii games. Wii games are going to be that Nintendo system where the value never goes up. That's that 360 PS3 Wii era oversaturated the market so much that the games aren't really going to go up. You're going to see some of those oddball PS3 games like Folklore hold value. Games like that will hold value.
I'm sitting here still looking at my Wii U box.
Well, Dave, PS3 is still pretty cheap, but I've gone and looked for a PS3 version compared to a 360 version. The PS3 version will be more expensive than the 360 version, even for like Bayonetta. And Bayonetta's crap on PS3 and much better on the 360. But the PS3 version, well, last time I looked, things can change, overnight, was more expensive. And it's just so weird. All righty, Cody, thanks for joining us. I thank you. And Nick will probably be late again next week. It's what he does. The future being digital, eventually too will make physical games go up more eventually as well. Correct. Why do and people get on to me about collecting for the Switch, and I'm like, do you not understand the value in Switch collecting? My collection in just 5 to 10 years, I'll be able to buy 2 cars with that flat out. I can buy one now with it.
Well, you have over 600 games.
I have over 700. Last count was 724.
And you cataloged all of them.
Yep. All the ones that the app has in their database.
Okay.
At some point, I'm going to have to go again and what do you call it? And rescan because I know they've added some. Right now, it only catalogs. Let me see. Switch, come here, Switch, report. Out of everything that's scannable, it's cataloged 665 games. But I do have 724 on last count, not including the last games I bought over the last week and a half. So when I just added a whole stack of my wife's games that we've gotten her over the last couple months. So
not only that,
Switch is too hard to collect for. It really is. It's one of those where I don't buy everything. I buy what I want and what I can afford.
Yeah, I buy just.
I stopped buying the expensive versions. I really did because it was ridiculous.
Dude, like some games on Switch though that I bought, like I beat them, I sold them right away because Mario Golf was awful, terrible. It was just not. Mario Golf was just terrible. I sold that right away when I was done with the main stuff, and then, I feel like when I'm almost done with Pikmin 4, I'm probably gonna just sell that when I'm done.
Did you just yawn? Is that why I yawned?
I did not. Did I?
I'm like,
I don't
why
know.
am I yawning?
I don't know.
I actually slept late today. Sorry, but no, I understand selling Switch games after you beat them or once you're done with them. You're going to get a higher resale value than you would if you bought the PlayStation version. Like there are games that I went and got the PS5 version, Square Enix games, and I wish I had bought the Switch version, even though the PS5 version looked much better. Like what was it, Tactics Ogre or the Square Enix ones, and the Switch games held value. The PS5 ones,
yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me.
So. Yeah. So yeah, games getting more expensive, and the thing is with PS5 and Series X games going up in price. Again, there's systems that just don't hold value. Is it really worth it? Do you have to have it day one? If it comes to Game Pass, yeah. But I'm at the point. Is it coming for a Nintendo console? Okay, then maybe I'll buy it. If it's not, like I think the last day one game I bought was now RoboCop. Before that, what was the last
I'm gonna get
one that wasn't
RoboCop
on Switch?
On maybe a Steam spring sale for next year. I bet you I'll be able to get RoboCop for like $40.
Oh yeah. You know what? I agree with this, Dave. I will say I love achievements.
Coins or something. I agree.
Everything
yep, I agree.
When it pops up, it gives you that dopamine hit. But the thing is, you got to think about as a collector, because we're collectors. As collectors, it's like, all right, what's more important, that little trophy or achievement, or this game actually being worth something in 5 or 10 years?
Trophies are so
that's
stupid.
where I have to think about it.
I'm playing Final Fantasy. I get a trophy just for finishing a chapter. I'm like, this means nothing. Like achievements are more fun. They're quirky.
Because Yeah, and there's a number. There's actually a value to
A
it.
number
The
value.
PlayStation, it's like they're trying, but yeah, I don't
You
know.
got a bronze
So yeah,
trophy. How's your
it
internet, by
is
the
what it
way? Or
is.
maybe it's me
So
because you're like going in and out. You're like speeding up, slowing down.
no, it's mine. It's mine
Oh,
because I'm even though I'm hardwired right now. I'm
you look like you're on a
hardwired, and I'm
56K
still having a
modem, a
connection issue.
dial-up connection, dude. It's hilarious. Like you're tiled and everything.
What?
It looks like you're on a.
Oh wow,
You look like you're on a flip phone from 2001.
that's crazy because on my end it looks perfect.
On my end, it doesn't. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's
No, no, I'm watching it over here. You know what? I've got too many things running,
that'll do it.
and my wife is. I've got streaming here. I've got streaming here. Let me close out here. I've got too many things going at the same time, and my wife is streaming out there. Oh, yep, there it went. Now it's up. The little warning thing went away. So yeah, I have too many things going. Sorry about that. And I have crap internet out here. Where I live, it's yeah. We're supposedly getting the fiber optic soon. So once they put that in our neighborhood, we're gonna go back to that. So all right, John. Have a good night. See ya. Appreciate it
Perfect
all
storm.
like always.
Always appreciate you, John.
So yeah. With that being said, Fallout.
So
That's the worst segue, but I would yeah.
uh, well, he
Fallout
kind
from
of
this
dipped out. He
conversation.
dipped out, but what about Fallout trailer? It looks good. It looks like it's made well. I did not listen to like whatever voiceover and music and stuff of the trailer, which I'm sure has a huge impact on it. I hear it's kind of a comedic, you know, there's like some comedy and stuff involved in it and all that, and the fans seem to say, "Hey, this looks great. I think we're gonna like this."
The main character is a chick, and it's got no nose dude in it, and I think what's the dog's name? Meatloaf, pork chop. I forgot what it's got a real ironic name, but I'm like, and her dad, the main character, her dad was the head of the vault, and apparently it is canon. Why can't I find the article? I had the article looking for the Fallout.
Well, I
Why
mean,
can't
you
I
saw
find the one
what
that I was?
Amazon did to Lord of the Rings, and
Oh, yeah, I think it's gonna suck. So
I
yeah,
just
I think it's gonna suck.
I would see clips and reviews on the Lord of the Rings, and it was just super cringe. And I was like,
Oh no,
man, I
and
was looking
Magic did the
forward
same
to it.
thing with the cards too.
How is Magic doing these days?
It sucks. The only good set is the new one, Ixalan, but that's because Jurassic Park. People are actually buying it, but I've got my complaints about it. But people stopped buying a lot of the stuff. The Lord of the Rings once the One Ring was purchased, but sales are down. Sales are like hardcore down. But yeah, whatever. I started getting into a new card game, and this is even more dangerous. I don't know if you can see that Lorcana, the Disney one.
Lorcana.
Yeah, that's even worse. So,
Hmm.
but the value in those cards. I pulled one card the other day that was $200.
Are you serious?
Yep, and I sold it right away.
Yeah.
I sold it right away. I sold it and a couple of other cards. I bought 10 packs because I had credit at the card shop that I go to here,
Mm.
and I bought 10 packs with that credit, and then I got a $200 card. Sold the cards that I got there that I wasn't going to use, and bought an entire box of cards.
Which
So
card? I'm kind
just
of looking right now on which are the rare cards on there.
it's for that. It was I'd have to pull it up. Let me. No 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 no
Gas
no 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 no. I don't want to
Gaston
leave.
is
No, not it
$144.
was. No, it was one of the Stitch cards. So Lorcana, the first chapter. Was it Enchanted? Yeah. Let me Stitch. Stitch Carefree Surfer. It's $199. Yeah, that's
Where
what it's going for. And then
he's
I
Oh, I see
resold
it.
it and
I
got
see it right here.
130 for it.
Wow, I see it. Yeah. And there's a little fish with a sandwich in his mouth.
Is that the one? I think that's the because
Stitch
he's on a
carefully through for
surfboard. Yes.
alternate
Yeah.
art first chapter. Dude, I'm gonna go buy. Where can I go? Where can I go buy these cards to go to pull?
Now the packs can range anywhere from $10 to $15 a pack.
What?
Don't pay that much because there was just a restock that went out, and now the packs are around like $8 a pack. But it's because the company that put it out, called Ravensburger, and Disney didn't expect the demand to be so high, so they didn't print enough. So now they're reprinting them, and it's going to cause these cards to crash. So that's why I sold it right away.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say that it might cause it to definitely
yeah.
crash.
So yeah, yeah. So there's that. So Amazon screwed up Lord of the Rings, and now they're going to screw up Fallout, and Disney screws up everything else. Oh, but there's a lot of good news for Disney. They're dying, so it looks like they're changing course. And apparently, I just saw a video. I didn't watch it, but the quartering put one up that said Bob Iger is giving his resignation. Yeah,
Really?
I don't know if it was clickbait or
Oh,
whatnot,
I'm sure it might
but
have been clickbait.
you've got these two activist investors that are of the conservative persuasion trying to take over and bring back Walt Disney's vision for the company. So make money.
I watched the South Park episode, the
Yes,
the panda or Pantaverse.
Pandaverse. Yeah,
Holy cow, it's flipping hilarious. They nailed
I
it.
don't have Paramount. I don't have Paramount Plus. I do want to watch it.
I apparently have been paying for it, even though I literally told Amazon to cancel it. But I had it, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's what they did to us with
Oh, he said F
AMC
off.
Plus or something.
He
Yeah,
said
that was
F off.
great.
And I love how people are like, oh, this is I read some of the comments on Twix, and people are like, this is cringe. They're like, F this guy. And it's like, no, he's telling everybody, like, he's literally trying to have his company manipulated and essentially blackmailed, I guess, to work in Disney's favor, right? And instead of just being a neutral platform, right? And he's going against. I know it's ironic, this capitalistic BS controlling his own platform with their advertisement. He's like, F off, and then he's like, hi Bob,
because he cares more about when he went hi Bob at the end. I went, oh,
I was like, oh
because he
man,
cares
that is
more about
awesome.
free speech than he
Yeah,
does about money. This guy's the richest dude in the world.
and then
What does he care about? A few dollars from Disney.
It's funny because
he's worth more than Disney.
People are like, I can't wait to watch this guy go from riches to rags, and it's like, bro,
that isn't.
This guy is one.
He's the only one going to sit into space successfully, and has created the #1 electric car brand.
Yeah. I love how people are just trying to have like this manifestation of the downfall of Elon Musk, man. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was funny nonetheless to watch. So,
I
didn't even watch it for a while, and then I watched that whole clip right there, and I went, "Ha, that's funny." But I'm at the point where I've actually turned off a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you have to, man. You have to.
I'll watch some, like we were talking. I'll watch some Tim Pool from time to time. I watch some of the news, some of his clips throughout the day.
I haven't watched any of Tim Cast this week. Nothing.
Nah, neither have I. I just, some things, if I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on? All right. But there's a lot of drama stuff I just don't want to hear.
Yeah, I don't care
some
about
nonsense. I'm just like, tune out. And now that Spotify put up the yearly Spotify things, my #1 listened to artist this year is Creed. That should tell you something. Yeah, I think that's actually my #1 song. Nice. Or is it Torn?
That's funny.
But no, yeah, my
I see a lot of women posting that on the internet. Oh, look at what I was listening to on Spotify.
I do it every year because I think it's funny. Last year's was better, but there's one album that I listen to more than anything, but it didn't post it because it's not under an artist. It's under an album, and you know this album, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Oh,
the
the
concert coming out of their shells.
coming out of this.
I've listened to that more than anything else this year, and it didn't list it because it's not under a specific artist. And you can't. They didn't show last year. I think
Don't they have a certain category for stuff like that though?
Not this year. Like, well, not in that the yearly thing, but during like any other time, yeah, you can look it up. It's under like soundtracks and stuff like that, but it doesn't count towards your artist ones. So I think mine was Creed, Brantley Gilbert, Jason Aldean, Elevation Worship, and Five Finger Death Punch.
Oh, nice.
I like how it goes from Elevation Worship to Five Finger Death Punch.
I mean, like, I haven't even looked. I think that stuff is trivial and silly, but I mean, what is
it? Is, but it's funny.
What does my Spotify say? Do I have to like?
You just have to open the app, and then it's like on your dashboard.
Let's see here at home. Oh, your 2023 wrap up is here. Okay, let's.
Yeah, and then they put messages from your from the artist, and I got one of the messages from Brantley Gilbert. I was like, that's cool. Brantley Gilbert's cool. So, and we just drove everybody away. They're like, what? So yes, we're officially in SideQuest right now. Yeah. We are officially in SideQuest. Yes, we started the SideQuest much earlier.
Yeah, because I was falling asleep. And I've been working a ton.
Yeah, this guy's been working like 18-hour days, 19-hour days.
No, it was just about 14 yesterday.
The same difference.
You know, and then I had to be up again. You know, I'm waking up at 5:45, 6 in the morning. You know, my days start at 7 in the morning. That's when I got to clock in. So for good reason. To
get paid.
You know, and then I'm out at 4. So.
That's not bad, and then you're home and you're sleeping until time to go back to bed.
Today was rough though this morning because I was like on my way out, and I'm just like I look at my imprint in my bed with my sheets, and I'm just like, see ya. I have like put my hand on the bed. I'm just like, oh, I'll see you soon.
But it's a good thing.
But dude, like I'm like, here's the thing. Like each day of my work is something different. Like they took me to a thing, you know they took me to a site today that they were working on. Somebody had bought a home for like $1.8 million, and so what they did is they gutted the whole thing.
In Chicago?
It's outside in Lake Forest. Yeah, dude. I've this whole week I've been in $1 million homes. There was one maybe 25 minutes from me, a dude our age, real cool guy who looks like a more in shape Bert Kreischer. He bought the house I was in. He bought it this year for $2.8 million.
Yeah, I have a friend. I have a lot of friends at my church that live in $1 million homes, and I'm like,
how do you think I feel?
I thought my house was fancy, but no.
I was in a house yesterday that was a $1.2 million house. Really nice guy. Who knows what he's doing?
The thing is, 1.2 million is not that big of a house these days.
For the house considering that he was in, because it was built like 3 years ago, it was not very big. Considering the house that I was in, this that was 1.8 was massive, like massive.
Well, it also depends on where it is, because here, where I live, a house that could be, let's say, 11,000 square feet, depending on the lot, can definitely be around 500 to 600,000, and that's kind of small for this area. Or if you go to a house that has about 12,000 to 13,000 square feet with maybe a 2-story house, you're looking at 2 million now in the area.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All I gotta say is I've been working my patootie off. I get drinking it for this podcast. Every time Logan says my wife, we all drink.
She actually said, you need to stop talking about me. I'm like,
I'm sorry. His wife was like, to stop. Just stop talking about.
Because that's all that's what my see. Look, I was gonna say that's all my life is. I talk to this guy, and then I have two of my buddies here, and then that's about it. And then video games and church. That's all I have. I'm a simple man. I'm a
I'm a
I'm a
simple man.
simple I'm a simple man.
Hey, but I
I
mean,
don't
I
go
think that's
out
great.
much.
I
So
mean, do you
well,
have to?
excuse me.
That
You know
type of
what? I would do that on purpose just to get Dave drunk. And I would just go say every other sentence. Hey, my wife. Oh, Nick, my wife said. And then just keep going. And then Dave will be like, just like vomiting all over the place in like 30 minutes. It'd be great.
you do that with Jurassic Park. You just just play with like the rule. Anytime you see the Jurassic Park sign, drink because you see it everywhere throughout the whole entire movie. Like
Oh,
it's
I
a,
thought you were talking about at the theme park. I was like, okay.
no, man, wouldn't that be something? A Jurassic Park theme park.
Well, at Universal,
Do
they
they
have the
have a
whole they have the whole Jurassic Park section. They have
where the
two
people
rides. They have the
where it looks
Velocicoaster.
like the people are holding dinosaurs and they're controlling it with their arms and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, that looks like
they
so
have the
much fun.
visitor center.
I need to go. I need to go there.
I was there night before last.
Yeah, I want to go there. Even as a grown man, I know that there's a puppet arm in there, but they're done so well. Like I would just
And you
love to
need to
go and see
ride
it.
Velocicoaster. They're
There's a
animatronics in there. The
what
Raptors are actually. Did I not send you the video
of a
where you
the
actually see the
Velocicoaster?
yeah with the Raptors in the queue? They have that muzzle on and they're going and then they're spitting out I guess like the smoke from their noses from like and then their
Yeah,
eyes move and everything and then their
I'll look it up on
jowls.
YouTube after the.
Yeah, yeah, dude. How have you? Oh, you gotta
Psh,
you gotta go,
I
and
know. I
now
will.
now
I
you
will.
can.
I will because with this new job, it's got great benefits, and I get bonuses every day if I finish my job tasks. So I'll be able to afford. Have to accrue some time though, some time off. So,
Yeah,
eventually I'll be out there.
there's always a lot of fun, and I'm supposed to be. I feel so bad because I don't know how many times Jay's like, yeah, just hit me up and we'll go hang out at the parks one day, and I'm like, okay, no problem, and I keep forgetting to,
Mm.
or I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking about it, and then something else comes up, and then something else comes up, and then the other night I was at Universal. Um, my other half and I were at Universal. We went and then just spur of the moment, and I'm looking at my phone right after we left. Jay and one of the girls from the channel, I forget who it was. I'm trying to think who it was. Thanks, Dave. Whenever it comes out, I appreciate that, Dave. Thank you so much.
This was
But
a silver PS5 controller. Nice, dude.
but
Nice.
they were at Christanova. Christanova. Jay and Christanova were at Universal at the regular Universal, and I was at Islands, so right over there. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forget. I'm like, yeah, I should probably say something. But thank you, Dave. Yes, I greatly appreciate that. When that silver one comes out, yeah, I went from not buying the blue and the red to having both of them.
I was gonna say having both of them. You made a video on it, dude. It was hilarious. I was like, of course, he got the blue and the red. Why
And
wouldn't he?
but the thing is, I wasn't going to get it. I went there just to get the red one, and she told me just to get both.
I was gonna say he's gonna say, I know it, I know it.
So, with that being said, hey, Dave reminded me. So I guess this could go towards a controller too.
That's
Thanks,
awesome.
man. Appreciate it.
Well, there you go.
So,
You pay for the tax,
yeah, sales tax. Tell me
sales
about that.
tax.
But yes, I appreciate that, guys. I will be getting it. I, I'm now hearing it comes out in January. I don't understand why they didn't all release at the same time. I
They.
don't know.
I think
But just
creates
so
a
you know,
demand. Like,
I
oh,
have
Well, I got the red and the because I know someone who bought the red and the blue one all together, and they want to get the silver one. So it's like, oh,
I have not. I have not even played my new PS5. I've installed games, but I haven't played anything. I put in a disc yesterday. I put in a disc. That's it. I've been playing my Series X. I all day I've been playing RoboCop. So I'm like, man, I want to finish this game. I forgot how good this
you have a
game is.
Series S or X?
Yes.
Excuse me, sorry. X
It's
as an
how many
X
Series X and how
X
many
rated.
Series S. I have two Series X. I have the black one right here, and then I have the Halo one uh, in the game room, and then in the living room I have the black Series S, and then I bought my wife a white Series S, the OG one.
You're crazy with those consoles, man. One's enough for
I'm
me.
stupid. Yeah, I'm stupid.
I mean, hey, more power to you, dude.
But I also make content off of this stuff.
Yeah,
If I didn't make content off of it, I would not buy it.
fair enough.
I'd have one, and that was it. It's yeah, and lately a lot. I've been making a lot of money back. So,
Good.
and
I'm
thank you
glad.
for these companies that have been sending me the controllers. Between PowerA, Surge, and then the next company, I'm really happy about that. PDP is still not doing anything. They haven't reached out to me and they haven't responded. It's probably because their last few controllers have been kind of pish and I've called them out on it. That Sonic one was crap.
It looked
And the
fun
glow in the
though.
dark ones, are crap.
I was
Like
over at. I don't know if
I
it was
had
the
it in the
same.
light for hours.
Was it the that because I was that Sonic one? It wasn't the same as the one that I saw in Target the other week,
Yep. Same
where
one.
the little figures were in
Yep.
the.
Yeah, it was that one. It's expensive. It's a $60 controller and there's no rumble, no NFC, and no motion.
You know why? Because they're paying for
Figure.
That Sonic license, man.
Uh-huh. Yet the Power A ones are like $20 less.
I just don't know how you sell a controller without just regular standard options that are on a controller. You know what I mean? Like, or last at Robotnik in the third film, they're keeping it a secret if he's in it or not.
I think he's gonna be in it.
He's a fan. He is like the best Robotnik. Like
Yes. He was perfect.
But I thought Jim
What other
Carrey
villain would they have?
a robot
Because
version.
I'm like, he's been the villain in every Sonic game except for, I guess, if they just make Shadow, but you can't have Shadow without Robotnik. I don't know.
You know how Hollywood likes to work their terrible magic and make up a stupid side note of why something didn't work out, and then you're supposed to accept it and go, okay, that's a good explanation, and just shut up and watch the movie.
So,
I
no, what are we doing here?
do we know? Just going back to Jim Carrey, wasn't he? Didn't he say he's like retiring from acting? Like he doesn't want to do it anymore.
To be honest, I don't know. Again, like I said, I've really stopped following celebrities in general. No. There's one I followed recently because he's been pretty based as Mario Lopez.
Oh
So
yeah, people say I
he's
look
been
like.
kind of funny.
People say I kind of look like him.
I could see it if you were darker.
Yeah, well, I my skin's actually darker. I'm not this pale. But I'll get you some
Yeah,
coffee money
neither am
soon.
I.
I'm at work and can't get the app to work. Oh, Dave, dude, thank you. I literally the next day when I went and got coffee, I'm like, thanks, Dave. Yeah, I like mumbled it when I gave them when I put my card in.
And what's weird, it was a chick named Dave. Go
Yeah,
figure.
go figure,
It's in
huh?
Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, that's a funny one. That's good.
That's what she said. Or
I'm looking real quick
he
if
gets banned from YouTube.
April 1st, Jim Carrey says he is retiring from acting following Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and that was in April of 2022.
I don't know.
And then he
I think
said,
he could be in
"But
it.
I'm retiring." Wait, May 28th. But I'm retiring. I'm being fairly serious. This is quoted from Jim
Fairly
Carrey.
serious. Fairly. That
We're
doesn't mean
permanently leaving
completely.
Hollywood, but we'll return under one condition.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
I hope so. Um. James Gunn's $275 million Scooby Doo movie originally cast Jim Carrey as Shaggy was rated R. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, but James Gunn, you know what he's known for, right?
Is he the
Yes.
guy with the young teenagers?
Yes.
Yeah, he's a POS. How is he still working as a director in
Hollywood.
Yeah. Well, because they allow that stuff. That's why.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, yeah. So I'm pretty
Depending
sure
on the
it's
script, but more
script
importantly
for
the
one and
money.
two are good. Two was a little compared to one, but I like two. I really like Knuckles. Knuckles was epic.
I
So,
like two better than one.
well, the whole wedding thing was just kind of convoluted. There was no reason for it
Yeah.
besides some hey to get more humans in there, I guess. But I would love to see Amy maybe come in. Amy, Tails, maybe Big the Cat, Ed 209. Ed 209. Yes. You have 30 seconds to comply.
Dude, I love
Imagine
Ed
imagine
209.
Sonic versus Ed 209.
Well, Sonic would destroy Ed 209. Ed 209's too slow.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah. The wedding scene was okay, wait, here it goes. The wedding scene was the only weird section of Sonic 2, honestly. Yeah, that's it. Just it felt like it was out of place, and I'm not really sure why it needed to be there. I don't know. I don't know, but I love the movie.
The
The
wedding
movie was
scene though
great.
was near. Wasn't that kind of near the end? It was like
Yeah, but they
over
kept building the
halfway.
whole relationship thing.
Yeah.
For what reason? Just I think it was mainly just to get them out of the house.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh,
But I could go watch it again.
I did recently watch the Flash movie.
I'm
And
sorry.
it took me a while to get past the POS, which is Ezra Miller, who should be
Yes.
in jail.
Yes. Multiple
And
times.
uh,
Over.
yeah, multiple times. I loved everything Michael Keaton in that movie. They Easter egged the hell out of
Yeah.
that.
But
I
I
loved it.
hated the movie, but I wanted to watch it just for Michael Keaton. And yes, I saw you post that D-Man. I see you're a pretty big fan of the Mad Max. I've never watched it. I watched the originals, but I haven't watched the remakes. I'm not a big fan of post-apocalyptic stuff, hence the Fallout. I'm not a fan of post-apocalyptic
Well,
storylines.
unpopular opinion. Um, Fallout 3 is an absolutely boring game. It's redundant, boring, and I've said it before. It's basically that's why it's the same reason why I stopped playing Starfield. You know, and I clocked like 10, 12 hours in
You're not
Fallout 3.
wrong,
It
and
was
that's
just
why
sorry, I don't know. I don't see what people
uh,
see in Fallout 3.
when New Vegas came out, people were like, "Whoa, this is a much better Fallout game."
Hmm.
And then Fallout 4 picked up, and it's supposedly better than 3, but I just got really bored with Fallout, and I went back to Skyrim. I can live in Skyrim. Fallout, I'm like, this place smells. Like I can't. I'm you can't smell through a video game, but I know this place smells, and I'm like, no, I'm all right. Dog meat? Was that the name of the dog? Dog meat?
Something like that.
That's gonna bother me, and I'm gonna end up having to look it up. But I'm not a big fan of post-apocalyptic. But yeah, that's a thing.
I do have to check and make sure that I'm not talking about Fallout 4 and not Fallout 3. I know a
Fallout 4 was
lot
boring
of
too.
yeah. I think it was Fallout 4. To be honest, it wasn't. I think it was. I was playing 4, and I'm just like, this is a snooze fest, man. You know.
Oh, I hate these stupid phishing emails. You
Oh, they're
know, when it
wonderful.
comes up in the bottom of your screen, it's like, hey, no, 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 stupid phishing emails. But yeah, so I think are we done for the night? Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter. Yeah, I really hope so too. My video on Monster Hunter World 2 did banging, banging numbers. But it's amazing what I pick, and then sometimes it does well, and other times it doesn't.
I get you. But yeah, no, I think
But
we covered everything. I mean, I
because there
am.
wasn't much to cover,
Yeah, there wasn't
we
much to
spent
cover.
more. Yeah, we spent more time BSing, which
Well,
is
that's
fine.
okay too, though. You know.
So we had a lot of people come in and out, in and out, in and out tonight.
Mm.
Come in and out. Whoa, I'm gonna get us demonetized.
I didn't say anything.
Of course you didn't.
Come in
You
and
were
out,
just
in and
late.
out.
There you go. Yes, we're just talking about that. A bit shorter. Nick would know about that. But I
I
thought
know a lot because
about
I'm a fan of small pickles, the little ones. They're like this big. Nos.
hey, yeah, a bit of a there we go. Bit of a shorter episode this week, but yes, it's mainly because this dude's dead. I'm actually happy he was able to make it today.
I
So
kept falling. I was like I said earlier, I was like dozing off on the couch, and like you know how you get so tired you don't even remember passing out.
yes,
Yeah, that was me.
well yeah, there was a very close chance that it was going to be a solo cast this week, and I was going to be talking to a screen by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So glad that doesn't happen. You know, I can pull that off. I just don't find it as fun.
I could pull it off. I do it all the
Well,
time.
I know we see you pull it.
Technically.
I got to watch my wording. Nick, are your hours on YouTube going up? Dave wants to know.
No.
They were, and yeah, because you haven't been putting out videos. You've been putting out shorts.
Yeah, well, it's been tough. I put one video out this week. I might put out one tomorrow morning. We'll see. We'll see. And just, you know, first week of work, you know, I'm kind of just really going bowels to the wells, making sure I'm focused, and I'm focusing on that because they're throwing me in with the wolves, dude. I'm just like, it's like sink or swim. It's like, all right,
Well,
I'm old.
that's what's paying your bills.
Y-
That's what matters.
yeah. And so, and I'm cool with it, and I'm old enough and have plenty of experience and knowledge to make it through my day with little to no hassle on me or the company that's paying me and training me at the same time. But they're really pushing it, and I prefer that, going out and just working hands on instead of sitting at a computer screen watching tutorials. So it's great.
Oh,
I've learned so much in the past 3 days than I've learned whatever have learned on a YouTube video.
you know what? I don't blame you because when I worked at Microsoft,
Oh boy, here we go. Go ahead.
that's what my training videos were. They would
Oh
sit me in literally a white room. Everything's white. Walls are white. It's like with a surface in front of me. Even my chairs were those hard plastic white chairs. It was kind of creepy. And that's what I did. I just had to watch videos
snooze fest, man.
all day
Oh yeah, no,
for a week.
I'd
And
be
I was
falling
like,
asleep, man. I'd
"Mm,
be falling asleep.
yeah, yeah. We are going to get D-Man here. We've talked to this guy. And yes, we're just going to set it up. But like I was saying earlier, we're going to start back with the guest after the holidays. So just through the rest of the month, hopefully this guy can make it every week, and then we can get his hours up, and we'll just do whatever we can because there is no ready to start podcast without Nick.
Oh
It's not
shucks.
just me by myself.
Oh
It's like if
shucks.
you cut half my face off, it's pretty disturbing to look at. But when you're the other half, it makes the ugly less ugly when you have someone who's not as ugly or just almost as ugly. That's
Yeah, no,
self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, I no, I mean we want to crank out as many episodes as we can, and that's what we're gonna be doing.
You and your cranking out.
I crank,
That's
baby.
why you were late.
Baby, I crank. Let me tell you.
When Josie comes back on, you got to stop with the cranking.
Okay, I'll try to. I'll work on it. Yeah. So who knows? We'll. It was nice to see Josie in here,
Yeah,
and we'll hit her up. And see if she wants to be on when she can be on, and we'll see.
we'll see. Yeah, and yeah, it'll always be the two of us unless it's me by myself. But I'll hopefully that never has to be the case again. Unless I have like 100,000 subscribers,
Yeah.
then I'll just fire Nick. But
Yes. I'll be
I would
super
never do
chatting.
that.
I'll be super chatting $10. Notice me, senpai. Like.
But remind me, I actually got to give you the what do you call it for this? The admin, so you can do all that stuff because I forget that you don't have that,
Okay. I
and you
think
need to
I
be able
think
to
you're
do all that same
admin or
stuff.
moderator for mine. I believe. I don't know.
No, for the podcast for ready to start, so you can do everything on the back end that I can do. So
Okay.
I got to add you for that.
Sounds
So
good.
what's he saying here? Without Nick, the click downsizes. It doesn't enlarge, dude.
It click to enlarge, like I've always explained, has everything to do with when I was learning how to code CSS and HTML. Nothing to do with what all you people out there think it might mean in your
The internet.
perversions.
Dave says, I always like Josie. She talked a lot on the show.
Not so much on Spawn. Yeah.
Well, that's one thing I noticed, and I was wondering. I'm gonna ask her because when I do watch Spawncast, she just sits there, and I feel like they kind of drown her out.
I remember one time I was on there and she's there, and there's like a dozen other people. I'm like, how are you going to get anything out? How is anybody going
There's
to
only
be
like
able...
4 people that ever talk.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, there's only, and I'm like, well, what's the point of this? So,
and they cut each other off quite a bit.
Yeah, it's I don't know, maybe that's the kind of chaos they want to have in there, and that's all up to them. So,
Oh, D-Man appeared for 5 minutes on the Spawncast. That's nice. How'd that happen? What did you do? Were you in the background? Did you walk into her room?
Did he super chat? Notice me, senpai.
So which one would be D-Man senpai? RGT?
Sean. Oh, I don't
know. No. John? No. I don't know the other guys. Dreamcast guy is his senpai. Oh, they had 3 people and did call-ins.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I've watched episodes where it's like 3 people and it's the boringest thing. And I'm like, oh, because it's 2 people that I've never heard of before. And I'm like, oh, you and that it was Spawn Wave, another dude, and a chick that I've never heard of before. Oh, or the Nate the Hate. And I've tried to watch his stuff and I'm like, I'm also not a big fan of disembodied voices.
Neither am I.
Like the only one I think I can do that with is WDW Pro and Doomcock. But at least Doomcock, he's got the costume. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the disembodied voices unless documentaries don't really count. But
no, I hear you, dude.
So, but with that being said, thank you guys so much. We're at the hour and 23-minute mark. That's a little less than normal, but still, we gave you a whole good hour and a half of entertainment tonight. We pulled it out of our tookuses. Took us or our heinies. We pulled it out and just went, here you go. Had that stored in there for you. Smell it now. Smells like Taco Bell. Wow. Thanks, Dave. You do that. Tell me when you find the episode.
It doesn't get old, dude. It doesn't get old.
You know, there's one thing that doesn't get old either.
What?
He's fired. I had to pull it. I was like, wait, I haven't pulled it this episode.
Haven't pulled it. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't do anything to warrant it. So I just had to
I'm on my
make
best
something up.
behavior. I'm also exceptionally slow today. Especially after my work day.
Oh, that's what you're calling it now? Exceptionally slow?
Dude, my bag, my work bag, I'm not over-exaggerating. I have to measure it. Weight is like 50 pounds.
Your sack? Your work sack?
Yeah. I'll send you a picture of it, dude. It weighs over like 50 pounds, bro. I like that it's so heavy, but it's like when you're walking a quarter mile across the facility to go to your car, and you have, and you've been on your feet all day and you got this 50, 60-pound thing on your back, like,
what's in it?
Tools, man. Oh, just everything I need to do for custom audio stuff, dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. I kept thinking it was you're doing computer work, like tech, like you're actually going and installing servers and stuff like that. So it's the audio side.
Yeah, audio, video, custom AV.
That sounds like fun.
Dude, I'm learning a ton. It's great. I have a baseline knowledge. I just need to know how what the company's protocols are, which I'm learning. And yeah, great.
You have to go to work tomorrow?
I work Tuesday through Saturday.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. So Sunday and Monday. Interesting.
And,
so
and some Mondays,
it's like Chinese restaurant.
Yeah, some Mondays I heard are mandatory. So, there'll be days that I work 6. My time and a half is great. So.
All right. So with that being said, let's let you go to bed. Yeah. You need some sleep.
I'll be going to sleep in an hour. Yeah, soon.
Yeah. So wait, that's right. It's 9:33 over there. 9:33?
Yeah. I'm gonna be winding down, getting ready to just have a good sleep.
Good. You need a good sleep because we don't want you to have bad sleep.
No, thank you.
Bad sleep is bad.
Thank you for being so concerned.
Okay, we've gone on long enough. We've scared people away. It's that time of the night. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who's super chat, everybody who's just talking, everybody just, thank you guys so much. We greatly appreciate this. And yeah. So do you want to say anything before we go? Nick?
That's some news, guys. I appreciate it.
That was a lot of news that sucked because all of our news was crap this week. But thank you guys for watching. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again. Wait, where's the oh, here it is.